Good afternoon to you, wherever you may be in this glorious county. Humboldt Crabs baseball is on the air. Hi, I'm Hoke Holcomb, along with my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer. Welcome back, Benjamin.
Thank you.
We're coming to you from the Don Turbush announcer's booth high atop the Arcata ballpark, located just a block from the historic plaza downtown Arcata. And this afternoon, the finale of a three-game set between the Crabs and the visiting Walnut Creek Crawdads.
I was driving by last night. I saw vultures circling the park, and I now know why.
Well, they had to circle for a long time because the game was interminable. Prior to the beginning of the game, we had two babies christened down the concourse behind home plate. When the game ended, they had become teenagers.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
that
it lasted
a long game.
Yeah, it was a long game. It was a long game. The Crabs ended up winning by a narrow count of 18-2. Actually, it wasn't too bad until the eighth inning when the Crabs scored 11 runs. And
that sounds like a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah,
a little too much.
Like quite a few runs.
The men in blue, today they're in light blue tops and gray slacks. The umpire's out by home plate. The Crabs on Camo Day are in camouflage uniforms that I think would only be appropriate perhaps on Mars. Because to call that camouflage, I mean, you're kind of saying, here I am. They're a combination of red and blue and purple. And
I'm sorry, but
it's not camouflage.
It's just really ugly. I'm sorry. That's just how I see it.
It's really not the best. We know that Camo Day is not your favorite day. We thought you might be dressing up as
camo, to me, it's a look that says I'm going to sneak up on you and kill you. So that's my objection to camo, but...
Other than that, yes.
But other than that,
a humanist kind of thing. Yeah, I thought you might be wearing your lobbyist suit for the military-industrial complex today. But
I mean, I think it's important to honor veterans, and I think that's
absolutely
important. But I don't. I mean, I think there's better ways to do it. That's just my.
I understand. I'm not a big fan of camo either, but these camos are really wild. I mean, to call it camouflage is just.
Well, it's not camouflage because, because there's nothing in the world, there's no environment in our world, as you pointed out, that looks like that.
Right.
Where you would blend in.
What you blend into.
Right.
Okay. Cracker before, ever since that road game.
Won 10 in a row now.
Yeah. So they now sport a record of 20 wins and only 6 setbacks. So, of course, the goal each year for Crabs managers is to hold the number of losses to less than 10. A fellow by the name of Lou Bonneman, he did that 15 times. 15 teams managed by Lou Bonneman.
Yeah.
Had less
and how
than
many
10
did
losses.
Shorty have? Shorty had quite a few, too.
Shorty had quite a number.
And
we
so
ought
did
to count
pretty much
up.
every manager has.
Yeah.
The Crabs have a good shot to do it this year. The one team that's going to be giving trouble is the Puff Caps coming in. And when are they here? A couple weeks?
They are coming. They're coming rather soon. Let's see. They will be here next weekend. The Pacific Union Financial Capitalists, that we shortened to Puff Caps. It's a team composed of players who have graduated from high school, all of young, but now with the season has the shortstop, Nick Simmons. Batting third, the designated hitter, Abelardo Paz. Hitting cleanup, the left fielder, Josh Nelson. Batting fifth, at first base, Josh Rigo. Hitting sixth, behind the plate, Gianni Bloom. Hitting seventh at second base, Tyler Best. Batting eighth and patrolling right field, Mateo Calle. Hitting ninth in center will be Miles Williams. And on the mound this afternoon for the Crawdads will be McGrain Pledger. McGrain Pledger, the pitcher for the Crawdads. And now for our Humboldt Crabs, here with the lineups, everybody's favorite professor, Benjamin Schaefer.
Thanks, Hope. Kellen Strom leads off at the DH position. Bronson Grubbs in center field bats second. Jackson Critch at second base bats third. And McCarthy Tatum will be the cleanup hitter at first base. Connor Blair in right field bats fifth. Wesley Gone Gibson will be at third base and bat sixth. Otis Statham in left field bats seventh. Shaggy Cantu at shortstop bats eighth. Jackson O'Boy will be the catcher and bat ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Andrew Najib Brush. And I do have some statistics on Andrew Najib Brush. He comes in with a record of 2-0, 25 2/3 innings pitched, 18 hits, 10 runs, 7 of which were earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 31 batters in those innings. 2.45
Crabs.
Actually, hope that was Dominic Stiles.
One of three. Jackson Critch back in the lineup this afternoon. Jackson at second. Shaggy Cantu at short. And Wesley Gon Gibson left to right. It's an overcast sky as we begin play this afternoon. Not uncomfortable. A lot of folks in shirt sleeves, some in light sweaters. A pleasant day, but no sun as of yet. We're about ready to go. Andrew Najee Brush on the mound, and he will face Marco Castillo, right-handed hitting third baseman, who's 3 for 9 on the series. And the first pitch to him is taken down low, 1-0. Michael Cowan calling balls and strikes this afternoon. Don Hofacker, ball just a bit outside, 2-0. So
hopeful,
yeah.
Optimistic.
The 2-0 pitch. Line drive into center field for a base hit. So ball and drives it up the Crawdads.
Wow.
Here's Nix, a fine ball player. Right-handed hitter. Najee Brush comes to the plate. High fly ball into right field, moving over a few feet, and under it is Connor Blair to gather it in for the first out. So Simmons, first pitch hitting, flies to Blair in right, one down, and that'll bring up Abelardo Paz.
I think we will see the Crawdads being just aggressive, swinging at early pitches today. Najee Brush is around the plate most of the time.
Good
Might
point.
be a good strategy. Just try to be aggressive and get guys on. And
well, this guy's been aggressive this series. He is 6 for 9. Abelardo Paz, and he grounds this one to shortstop. Short to second for one. The relay to first base. It's a double play. Cantu to Critch to Tatum, and very quickly the Crawdads are gone in the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. And at the end of half an inning, it's the Crawdads, nothing, and the Crabs coming to bat. And you're listening to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Yeah, that poor catcher, the guy who just hit into the double play, fought the whole game last night, and he was exhausted at the end.
I bet he was.
Jesus, that was awful.
I bet he was. Can I have the batting stats? They're on here.
I got them all.
Oh, you got them all? Okay.
Down.
Okay.
I wrote them down.
All right.
But if you want to give them, that's fine. I just assume. I also put the steals on over here for the ones that.
Oh, good job.
And do we know anything about the San Leandro Ports? They're coming in the week.
We know they're from San Leandro, and we know they're the Ports. I think that's all we know is that they're from San Leandro, and they're the Ports.
I think they played last year.
They did. They were here last year. Is that the Tuesday night team?
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. All right. It'll be Kellen Strom serving as the designated hitter this afternoon coming to the plate. Kellen has taken over the leadership in batting for the team, hitting at .367. He had a heck of a night last night. Had 4 hits, as I recall. Let me check. First pitch to Kellen is a high and outside, 1-0. Last night, Kellen singled, walked, doubled, singled, flew out, and singled. So, indeed, he had 4 hits.
2-0 now the count.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-0 to Strom. Kellen will be followed by Bronson Grubbs and Jackson Critch. The 2-0 from McGrain Pledger is over but high, 3 balls and no strikes.
Shall we set the fielding for the?
Let's do it. Gianni Bloom is doing the catching. We'll get the infield after this 3-0 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Josh Rago at first base. Tyler Best at second. Nick Simmons is the shortstop. Marco Castillo at third. We'll give you the outfield after this 3-1 offering. It's taken high, ball 4, and Strom trots down to first base, the first base runner for the Crabs. In the outfield, it's Josh Nelson in left field. Miles Williams is in center, and Mateo Calle, the right fielder. Bronson Grubbs comes to the plate, hitting .267. One of the speedsters on the team. He's got 12 stolen bases, has only been caught once. First pitch is high, so Pledger is missing high as we begin play. Rego holding Strom on at first base. Kellen has stolen 9, been caught 3 times. I believe he stole 3 bases also last night. Let me check. The pitch, that's outside, 2-0. He did indeed. Strom stole 3 bases, scored 4 runs, drove in 1. What a day. All right, 2-0 now to Grubbs. Misses high and outside, 3-0. Uh-oh, this does
I'm a little concerned.
Does not portend well.
I'm a little worried.
Pledger pitched an inning or 2 on Friday, I recall.
He did.
Throw to first base, and back standing is Strom. 3-0 to Grubbs. Pledger's 3-0 pitch is right down the heart of the plate, 3-1.
Well, I take some comfort in the fact that he's not walking people on, 4 pitches.
He's getting that 3-0 pitch.
He's getting a 3-0 pitch in.
Here's the 3-1. Strike 2
There's
called. Outside pitch just above the belt. Fastball, and the count now goes full.
He still is consistently high in the zone.
Yeah. Let's see if Strom is off with the pitch. He's going. The 3-2 pitch is popped in the air in foul ground. Third baseman has a run over by the Crabs dugout, and he makes the catch. Nice play by third baseman Marco Castillo as Strom retreats to first. 1 down. Here is Jackson Critch. Jackson did not play in last night's ball game. Critch hitting a robust .354, 2 home runs, and 21 driven across. Pledger, back foot on the rubber, looks into Gianni Bloom for the sign. Modest lead at first by Strom. The pitch is high again with a fastball, 1-0. From the set, the 1-0 pitch, way outside with a fastball, 2-0. McGrain Pledger can bring it. I mean, he's throwing hard, but he's having a little trouble finding the plate, although he came back from a 3-0 count against Grubb and got him to pop up. And here's another pop-up on the infield. Third baseman and shortstop. It's going to be the shortstop on the outfield grass, moving under it, and Simmons makes the catch for the second out.
Well, the one thing about the high fastball is you get a lot of pop-ups that way if it's effective.
Yeah. Here is McCarthy Tatum having an outstanding all-around season. He is hitting .366, just a point below Kellen Strom.
Well, he's played in a lot more games, too, than Strom, Dibby.
Fastball is high, 1-0.
Almost twice as many games.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's played in 26 games. Strom's played in 14.
Okay. Some team or some players joined late. There's a line shot into center field. Fielded there by Williams. Stopping at second base is Strom. That's the first base hit of the ball game for the Crabs. And now they have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And here is Connor Blair. Could you check Connor Blair? The pitch to Blair. High, ball 1. No wind at all. Flag hanging limply in center field. A ball and 2 strikes to Blair. Crab runners take their leads. The pitch way outside, and stealing third base without a throw is Kellen Strom. Running Kellen. That's 4 steals in the last 2 games. So now the Crabs with runners at the corners, 2 down. 2 on, 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tatum must not have gotten the sign because he held up at first.
Now he goes. The pitch is lined into right field. That's going to be a base hit. Coming in to score easily is Strom, moving over to third on the hard single by Blair is McCarthy Tatum. So Blair, another RBI. He now takes the leadership in that department. And the Crabs have drawn first blood here in the bottom of the first inning, all after 2 were outs. He got the original walk, but then a couple of pop-ups prior to Tatum and Blair singling. Here's Wesley Gibson, and he has been on a tear. Throw to first base and diving safely back is Blair.
Yeah, Gibson batting .314 now. He has 11 RBIs.
Right-hander versus right-hander. Pledger gets the sign from Bloom from the stretch. The pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball at the belt, 0-1. Pledger set. The pitch. Misses away with a fastball, 1-1. Pledger throwing primarily hard stuff.
They've already got a reliever warming in the bullpen out there for the Crawdads. Actually, the Crabs have somebody working too.
Fastball is high. Well, we may see a lot of pitchers today.
Yeah, I think it might be the kind of game where everybody pitches 3 innings or an inning or whatever.
Although I would be surprised if he doesn't let Najib Brush go a while, because he went 3 innings last time and it was great.
Yeah.
But then they moved it around. There's a fastball for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Gibson. Crabs have tallied 1 here in the bottom of the first, looking for more with runners at first and third and 2 gone. The 2-2 pitch to Gibson is swung on and missed. He is out, and that'll do it for the Crabs in the first inning. They had a run on a pair of hits, no errors and 2 left, and at the end of an inning, it's the Crabs 1 and the Crawdads nothing. Listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right.
Welcome back. We have a mystery here at the ballpark today.
And that's the starting pitcher.
The starting pitcher.
We think it's McGrain Pledger, but now it has been called into question.
Well, because the person on the mound is wearing number 32, and that corresponds to Clayton Tennant on the lineup card. So, you know, a couple different hypotheses consistent with the data.
Maybe we could send a little brother down to ask in the dugout. Just find out who the starting pitcher is.
Send down.
All right, we're ready to go. Josh Nelson to lead it off, cleanup hitter. 1 for 3 in the series. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. Strike 1, off to the right. Josh Nelson will be followed by another Josh Rigo, and then Gianni Bloom. Andrew Najib Brush rocks into the wind, and the pitch, a breaking ball. It stays a bit high, 1-1. Crab infield back all the way around. Don't expect the cleanup hitter to be bunting. The 1-1 pitch is hit just foul at the plate.
Boy, that ball had a lot of spin on it.
It did.
He got right over the top of it and just slapped it right down on the
I wasn't
turf.
sure if it's going to head toward the the mound or toward the dugout. But it stayed pretty much in place in foul territory. The count now 1-2 strikes. Najib Brush looks into Jackson O'Boy. He comes to the rest. The 1-2 pitch. Got him looking.
Nice
fastball. Pitch. First strikeout of the ball game for Najib Brush. Andrew will be going to Chico State in the fall. He is working exclusively from the stretch. Right-handed hitter Rigo, 1 for 4 last night's ball game, and he takes time as the ball gets out of the bullpen. Third base umpire Cecil Falcon says, let's hold up play. All right. Andrew Najib Brush at the set. And the pitch. Strike called. Fastball in there. 0-1. From the set. The 0-1 pitch. Got him with a fastball again. Or maybe that was a slider.
I think that was a hard slider. That had a lot of break on it.
It did. It's 0-2 now.
It is Pledger pitching. Okay.
All right. The 0-2 to Rigo. This is away.
Oh, just missed.
Got him to chase the slider the first time. That time, Rigo laid off, and it was wide. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, blocked by Jackson O'Boy. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Krabs look. Long look into time.
Uh-oh. With a pitcher.
All taken for a called strike threes. 2 down.
Pledger on the lineup card, right? And he was the other night.
Yeah.
But McGrain rather than McGrain Pledger.
Left side and through. A diving try. He's only been up 3 times higher. Here's Tyler Best.
So a lot of mysteries surrounding this guy out on the mound. I don't know. Starting to get
LL Universe. Let's not go there now. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Fouled at the plate. It looked to me like the batter and the home plate umpire had a little fist bump. Did you see that, or am I making that up?
I think Cowan accidentally rang the hitter up, and he was kind of apologizing.
Oh, I see. All right.
He jumped the gun a little.
Called an early strike 3. All right. The 2-2. Line drive past the pitcher's head. Second baseman has it bounce off his glove, and everyone's going to be safe. I think that's going to be a base hit. Tough play for Critch moving to his right. It bounced off the glove. It was hard hit ball.
Yeah, it's a hit.
So we'll give him an infield hit. Bloom goes to second. An infield single. So after 2 are out, a couple of back-to-back base knocks, and that'll bring up Mateo Calle. Right fielder played in last night's game and was 0 for 4. Brush at the set. A look back at second. The pitch is grounded right back to Andrew. He's got it. Underhands to first in time for the out. So the Crawdads, a couple of wasted 2-out singles, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of an inning and a half, it remains Crabs 1 and the Crawdads nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Are we going to thank some sponsors here?
Yeah.
All right, let's
Why
do
not?
it. Why not?
For example, Humboldt Mortgage, committed to helping borrowers find quality financing for over 50 years. If you're buying a home, business, or land, Humboldt Mortgage will help you get it done. That's Bob J. Lutton at 445-3027 or at humboldtmortgage.net. Thanks also to Compass Community Credit Union. If you want a better bank, try a better credit union. Introducing Compass Community Credit Union, formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union of the community, offering free checking and with no requirements and super low rates on loans. Call 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org.
Otis Statham to lead it off, and Jackson O'Boy, including his second. Last night, Statham was 3 for 3. That one misses, 1 and 2. 3 for 3 in a walk. He drove in 2 runs and scored 1. The 1-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3, and Otis didn't think so. Doesn't say anything, but turns around and trudges back to the dugout. Turns around and gives the umpire a second look, but doesn't say anything. That's the second strikeout for Pledger. And it'll bring up Shaggy Cantu. Cantu hitting .098. And he takes a pitch low, 1-0. Right-hander versus right-hander. Pledger comes to the plate, misses with a breaking ball. It's 2-0. Next pitch over but low, 3-0. Pitch, automatic, right down the pike. It's 3-1. The opening walk from Pledger resulted in the only run of the ball game in the first inning. Kellen Strom. There's a long fly, hit hard but foul. That one's going to clear the fence. Onto the freeway, onto 101. Outside the left field fence. So the count full now to Shaggy Cantu. The payoff pitch, hit on one hop to the shortstop. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond in time to retire his counterpart, 2 down.
Boy Jackson Sharp.
That'll be
Some 34 catcher Jackson O'Boy.
O'Boy hitting .344 as we begin play this afternoon. And he takes a fastball high. Jackson, 1 home run and 5 runs driven across. Fastball away, 2-0. Craig, single by Connor Blair. Oh boy, probably swung at ball 3, but those are hard to lay off of when you got some sock in your bat, as Jackson does. He hits that one hard to center field, but the center fielder's got a beat on it, and Williams gathers it in for the 3rd out, and the Crabs are down in order in the 2nd. And at the end of 2, the score remains Crabs 1 and the Crawdads nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Rica. Breeze has picked up a bit. Got a little bit of wind
Sun's
out here.
still not out, though.
But the sun has failed to make an
I can
appearance.
see it, that it's clear up in the hills there. You can see there's a patch of blue up in that saddle up in your Neyland, but we're not getting it here.
Still, it's pleasant. It's some folks
warm.
some folks in shirt sleeves,
It's not
others
bad.
in little jackets. Miles Williams looking for his first hit of the series to lead it off. And then we go to the top of the Crawdads order, and Marco Castillo and Nick Simmons. Andrew Najee Brush rocks into the windup and the pitch. Fastball inside and high, 1-0. Notice something interesting, Benjamin?
I noticed lots of interesting things.
Well, what I'm thinking of, it's true. It's true. That pitch is taken.
No,
for a
but
called
I'm not
strike.
sure what you're referring to.
Well, I'm referring to the fact that Andrew Najee Brush is winding up and pitching. In the second inning, he pitched exclusively from the stretch. Now he's going back to the windup.
Well, that's a
how
good
he
point.
pitched the first inning. High chopper down the third base line. Going to be a tough play. It's grabbed foul by Brush. He threw
He
wild
threw it
to
to
first
first. And Tatum didn't even bother to move to get it. He just That's great.
Tatum says, hey, we got
Whatever,
ball
it's a
shaggers
foul
for
ball,
that.
yeah.
We got ball shaggers for that. He slipped and fell and threw on his keister, and it was a wild throw, but it was the ball was foul. All right. Ball and 2 strikes to Miles Williams. Andrew Najee Brush had a little chuckle.
So he's doing a little Johnny Cueto thing out there.
How's that?
Cueto changes his delivery and things like
Yes,
that, right?
yes, oh, yeah,
Sorry,
sure
I
does.
was referring to your earlier comment.
Right,
about it.
right. Now he's going to the stretch. Isn't this interesting? Swing and a miss. Got him on
Ooh,
strikes.
nasty.
Third strikeout of the
Jeez.
ball game as he threw a breaking ball that had Williams all tied up. That's the first swinging strikeout. 1 down, and we go to Marco Castillo, who led off the ball game with a solid single.
Williams seemed completely fooled on that pitch.
He was indeed. Now Brush going to the windup again. So interesting. That pitch misses inside. One ball and no strikes to Marco Castillo. 1 out here in the top of the third. Crabs leading 1-0. Fouled off, strike 1. There was a point last night when the Crabs were ahead 7-2, and yet they were being out-hit 10-9.
Really?
Yeah, and here we are in the top of the third inning. It's 1-0 Crabs, but the Crawdads have 1 more base knock. They have 3 hits. All singles. One of them of an infield variety. A ball and a strike to the Crawdads leadoff hitter, Marco Castillo. 4 for 10 on the series now. Top 3 in the Crawdads orders have done well here at the Arcata Ballpark. The 1-1 pitch, curveball and a beauty, inside corner for a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, just misses. I don't know what was wrong with that. Maybe a tad low. That was real close. Tough pitch to take for Castillo, and to count it even to 2. The 2-2 offering hit, ouch, bounced off his ankle as he swung at that inside pitch, and the ball went right down on the foot. Home plate umpire hoping he's okay. Marco Castillo walking it off. Yeah, it really hurts because you're taking a full swing, you're hitting the ball hard, and you're hitting it right at your foot.
Oh, yeah.
He seems to be okay. Umpire checking with him. He's limping a bit. All right, here's the 2-2 again. Najee Brush gets the sign from O'Boy. And he takes a little too long. All right. Batter back in the box. Andrew on the mound. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. First baseman Tatum's got it and throws to Najee Brush covering for the out. Nice play on both ends. Fine fielding job by McCarthy Tatum, and we've seen a lot of that this season. And good hustle by Brush to get over there. The throw was coordinated perfectly, and there are 2 down. Nick Simmons, who flew out to Connor Blair in the first inning, coming to the bat. Simmons 4 for 10 on the series. Right-handed hitter. Good all-around ball player from what we've seen. He tries to check his swing. I think he goes around, yes. First base umpire Don Hofacker lifts his arm and said his swing crossed the plate. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch right in there. Another breaking ball. And Najee Brush ahead now of Nick Simmons. No balls and 2 strikes. Brush comes home 0-2. Got him with a breaking ball. 3 curveballs. And Simmons is gone. That is the 4th strikeout for Najee Brush. And the Crawdads gone in order in the 3rd. At the end of 2.5, it remains Crabs 1 and Crawdads nothing. Listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka.
This one is loved by mothers getting stains out of pants all over the world. And it is camo day. Luckily, none of them are wearing camo, or else we wouldn't see them doing the Army crawl. You guys ready? On your mark. Get set. Go! Grass Stain City. Crawl faster. We have a clear candidate for the military. Good job. Thanks for playing, guys.
5.
Sort of to the frog movement. All right. Just had some of the youngsters out having a crawling contest between innings. That was good. All right, McGrain Pledger will face the top of the Crabs order. Kellen Strong drew an opening walk, stole a base, and came in to score on a base hit by Connor Blair. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Breaking ball is outside 1-0.
He scored on
It would have been Tatum, right?
Blair's base hit.
He did score on Blair's base hit.
Yes, he did.
Fastball away.
He stole third. He walked. He went to second on Tatum's single.
Okay.
Then he stole third. Then he scored.
Very good. If I could read a scorecard, I'd be very dangerous. 2-0 pitch misses away. 3-0 now to Strom. They have had a lot of trouble getting Kellen out in this series. 3-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Over but high on 4 pitches. Kellen Strom picks up his second free pass of the afternoon. And the Crabs with the leadoff batter aboard. And Bronson Grubbs coming to the bat. Grubbs popped in foul territory to the third baseman, Marco Castillo. The pitch. Again, it's high. Pledger has consistently missed high when he has missed. He's only walked 2 batters, both of them Kellen Strom. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a called strike 1. Ball and a strike to Bronson Grubbs. Throw to first base and back on his belly is Kellen Strom. The 1-1 pitch shows bunt, takes a called strike. I think the pitch was outside. The home plate umpire, Cowan, argued that Bronson had bunted at it or attempted to bunt it, so it's a strike. 1-2 the count now. Won't be a bunt in this situation. Strom's going. They've got him picked off. He left too early. Now they got him in a pickle. Throw back to first. Throw to the shortstop, and he is tagged out. So Strom is picked off, and that's the first out of the inning. And I need to ask Benjamin a question once he can deal with his scorebook. The count, a ball and 2 strikes now on Grubbs. One and 2 now to Bronson. Infield back all the way around. Pledger's 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, back to the backstop. It's 2-2.
Your question, sir.
My question is that counted as a caught stealing for Kelly Strom? He was picked off. Is that a caught stealing?
I have it as a picked off. I don't think it counts as a caught stealing.
Okay. There's our man. The next pitch, grounded just foul outside of third base. We'll do it again, 2-2. What's Logan doing? Just walking back and forth? They pay him for that? That's nice work if you can get it. The 2-2. Ground ball, broken bat, heads over to the Crab dugout. The ball goes to the pitcher, who throws to first base for the out. Bronson Grubbs broke that bat. The handle is at home plate. The remainder of the bat, the bulk of the bat, flew into the Crabs dugout. Boy, that could be really dangerous. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but that flew a ton. 2 down. Here's Jackson Critch, who hit a sky-high pop-up to the shortstop and is only at bat, and he's backed off the plate with a first pitch 1-0. McGrain Pledger has done a good job. Or Pledger McGrain. Fastball high. It's 2-0. That pitch is fouled back onto the screen. And the count is 2 balls and a strike to Jackson Critch. The 2-1. Ground ball up the middle, behind second base. Shortstop's not able to get it. Goes into center field for a base hit. Critch, a 2-out single. And now that pickoff looms fairly large. Here's McCarthy Tatum. He hit a solid single in the first inning, got as far as third base. Moved to third on the single by Blair, which scored Kelly Strom. Throw to first base and back safely is Jackson Critch. Critch with some speed. He has stolen 6 bases on the season, only been caught once. He's going. The pitch is hit high in the air on the infield in foul territory. It's the third baseman under it, and he makes the catch, does Marco Castillo, for the third out. For the Crabs, in the third inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 3 complete, it's the Crabs 1 and the Crawdads nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. Played a 9 and a 7.
Well, I wish we had the Marshall. I wish we had the Marshall.
Definitely needed last night.
At Slice of Humboldt Pie, everything is made in-house and fresh, hot and ready for takeaway or dine-in. We have something for everyone. Slice of Humboldt Pie is located just off the Arcata Plaza at 828 I Street. Order online or use the Slice of Humboldt Pie app and get 10% off your first order. Believe me, it won't be your last order. It's wonderful. Wonderful chicken pot pies and fruit pies. Here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Oak. Pause to lead it off for the Crawdads in the top of the third. He takes a fastball at the knees for a called strike. Grounded into a double play in his first at bat. 1-0 Crabs, top of the third. Here's the pitch from Najee Brush, and he fouls it out of play.
Did you hear, Finn, that the Giants traded Corey Guerin, Austin Jackson, and a minor league player to be named later for like cash considerations, and the player to be named.
Here's the 0-2, and in on the hands, and he punches it out towards second base on a couple hops. It's to Tatum, throwing to first just in time to get him. Nice play.
Next on the 30, left fielder Josh Nelson.
Here's Josh Nelson, struck out looking in his first at bat.
For cash considerations and a player to be named. Texas.
0-1 the count. Fastball on the outside corner. 0-2, so I'm now hearing from Liam. 0-1 actually the count. The Giants involved in a trade today. They sent Austin Jackson and Cody Guerin to Texas. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
I'm glad they traded Guerin.
I'm glad they traded Jackson.
Oh, I am too. I'm glad they traded both of them. Yeah. Both of them. Guerin could be death in late innings. Just
0-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. The mound. Catcher has it. He's not going to have a play. A nice attempt. Struck out looking in his first at bat. I didn't understand why the Giants sent Slater down in the first place. It seemed to me he was having a great spring and that he had established himself as doing an excellent job in center. Here's the pitch. Fastball down and away. 1-0. 1-0 count. And now a toss over to first, and they almost got him. Don Hofacker emphatically, though, letting us know that he did not get him.
might be a warning to Josh Nelson. No, that was a nice pickoff move by Najee Brush. That was real close.
Yeah, that was very close. 1-0 the count. Nelson takes his lead. Najee Brush sets and deals, and that's laced in the center field. Going back on it is Grubbs, and he has it for out number 2. Here's Bloom.
Now adding number 42, catcher Johnny Bloom.
Bloom singled in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at the slider. It's 0-1. Nelson over at first, 2 outs.
All 4 hits by the Crawdads have been singles, and 2 of them have been of the infield variety. So Brush has been well in command thus far.
The next pitch is a fastball that misses high.
And one thing he's been able to do that no one else was able to do going into this game is retire Abelardo Paz. Paz was 6 for 9 coming into the contest. And Najee Brush has gotten him twice.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slider taken for a strike on the outside corner. Good pitch. The 1-2 at third or first, and that was close again. Gonna watch himself over there. The 1-2 pitch. Misses inside. 2-2. Next pitch is foul, tipped off the turf. So still the count is 2-2.
Najib Brush has fanned 4. He has not walked a batter.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nelson over at first, and now home plate umpire calls time. You can't really call a timeout in baseball.
You can pause.
Since we're not timing the game.
Yeah. You can call
I've
it for
never
a
been able
pause.
to think of a better phrase. 2-2 the count. Runner goes. The pitch is grounded up the middle. Over to get it is Cantu. Throw to first. Inning over. No runs hit, no errors. A runner left, and at the end of 3.5, 1-0 in favor of the Crabs. This is exciting Crabs baseball. 1480 KGOE.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Hey, it's time for an advertisement from Harper Motors, because Harper Motors has been serving the North Coast for more than 100 years. Check out all the latest models, new and used. Look for the Carousel 2 miles north of Eureka, or visit us online at harpermotors.com. Harper Motors is donating $50 to District 26 Little League for every home run the Crabs have hit this season. I think we're up to $600 to help out our Little League buddies. Middle of the order for the Crabs. Actually, 5, 6, and 7 batters as we go into the bottom of the 4th. Crabs leading 1-0. Everybody's favorite professor ready to call the action. Here's Benjamin.
Thanks, Hoke. Here's Connor Blair to lead it off. Blair singled in his first at bat. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Crawdads. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Crabs.
Benjamin, you have...
Ooh, Blair takes a huge cut at a changeup, and he's way out in front of it.
You've observed on a couple of occasions. I think you're right. I had not noticed that, but I think quite often the opposing teams save their best pitcher for last, and I think that's true
I think
today.
they do, yeah.
Yeah.
0-1 the count. Yeah, McGrain Pledger or Pledger McGrain has pitched pretty well so far, and there's a slider on the outside corner for taking for a strike. 0-2. I blame the parents for giving him 2 last names. It's confusing.
How about McCarthy Tatum? That's 2
Well,
last
see,
names.
same thing. If we didn't know any better, we could be confused by that. Here's the 0-2. Rides high, 1 and 2. They're cool names.
Yeah, we heard about
Pledger.
We heard about Cool last night.
Did we?
Yeah, Trace discovered that one of the players from the Crawdads
Here's the 1-2, and that's tapped foul over towards third base.
makes his home in Cool, California.
Really?
And Liam looked it up, and Cool is a little small community in the Sacramento area.
I see.
Yeah, as Liam says, not cool this time of year. They're sizzling.
A ball and 2 strikes to count to Connor Blair. A long look in from the pitcher. I'm just suspicious. You know, his number's not right. We're not clear on his name, and he's pitching really well.
Could be a ringer.
I just see ringer. Oh, that is hammered high and deep and foul out onto the freeway. Yikes. That made it to the northbound lane.
Connor does not have a home run this year, but he's right there in the RBI battle.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's the change, and this time he takes it inside. Didn't fool him that time. 2-2. And the pitch. Again hammered foul into the Crabs bullpen. So the question is, why would Texas want Austin Jackson and Cody Guerin? I mean, they're going nowhere.
The way Texas is playing this year,
yeah,
they're desperate.
2-2 the count. In the air to center field. Going back on it is Williams near the warning track. He's under it, and he has it for out number 1.
Well, I got to say, I disagreed with a number of my Giant buddies, and I thought it was worth it to pay the price the Giants paid to get both Longerie and McCutcheon. I did not think it was a good move to get Austin Jackson.
I didn't think it was a good move to get Jackson.
I said so from the beginning.
Yeah.
And I read an article, I think it was in Sports Illustrated, that said if Jackson's the starting center fielder for the Giants by May 1st, they're in trouble.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. Yeah, I had the same attitude. I didn't think Longoria was that great of a pickup either. Here's Gone Gibson, and he hits one high in the air to left field. Coming in on it is left fielder, shortstop going out, and actually it'll be the shortstop Nick Simmons to put it away for out number 2.
Boy, Simmons has impressed me in the field. We saw him. Remember the first night?
He was right on that.
Friday night, he played first base. Made some outstanding plays.
He was great at first on Friday night.
Last night he was at third base. He did make one error, I believe, last night. He may have made the one error, one of their 2 errors, but he also made some fine plays. And just the way he went back on that pop-up, you can tell he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Here's Otis Statham. Oh, and he takes one right between the shoulder blades, a breaking pitch. Obviously got away. So Statham aboard on a hit by pitch.
To be honest, Otis made absolutely no attempt to get away from that slow curveball.
Yeah, right. He just turned around.
Yeah, he could have gotten out of the way of that one, but he took one for the team.
So he's over at first for Shaggy Cantu. Here's the pitch. Cantu grounded to short in his first at bat, and he takes it outside. It's 1-0.
Clearly not an intentional hit batter there.
We have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen for the Crawdads. Here's the 1-0. In the air and deep to left field. Left fielder going back. He looks up and adios, muchacho. That's out of here. A 2-run home run for Shaggy Cantu. And it's 3-0 Crabs.
Oh, that's great to see. Big smile from Shaggy Cantu as he clicks helmets with Otis Statham, and now the Crabs dugout out to greet Shaggy. He has had a tough time at the bat, hitting under 100 coming into this game, and oh boy, everybody thrilled for Shaggy. Boy, you could tell off the crack of the bat, that thing was going. So a big, all this after 2 outs.
2-run home run. And here's Jackson O'Boy lined to center in his first at bat. So 3-0 now in favor of the Crabs. Pledger rocks and fastball down low. Here's the 1-0. In on the hands and hits it high in the air to left field. Nelson is under it and has it for out number 3. But the Crabs get 2 runs on a big home run by Shaggy Cantu to make it 3-0 in their favor. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Well, we got the San Leandro Ports coming in for a midweek pair of ball games Tuesday and Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Crabgrass Band will be with us for the Wednesday contest. Crabs and the Port played last year. I don't know if we have the records for last year.
As I recall it, let's put it this way, they were not competitive games.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, here we go. Top of the fifth.
Strom to lead it off for the... Oh, sorry. It's the other team gets to bat now.
Yeah.
This is the bottom of the order for the Crawdads. Best, Kai, and Williams. And the first pitch to Best is a slider away. It's 1-0. So Andrew Najee Brush now with a 3-0 lead. Here's the 1-0 to Best, who singled in his first at bat, and he hits one high in the air on the right side. Shallow. Critch going out, and he's under it. And he has it for out number 1.
Shout out to Junior Davis, who's in the ballpark. Thank you for 2 great seasons.
Here's Kaye. Grounded to the pitcher in his first at bat.
Number 22, right fielder, Mateo Kaye.
If we had Don Hofacker up here rather than standing on the first base line, I would have asked him on that pop-up, let's assume there were runners on first and second, nobody out. Would he have called the infield fly rule?
That's a good question. That's hit in the air, right field, towards the line, on the run, and in foul territory. Blair has it for out number 2. Here's Williams. Miles Williams struck out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. Fastball away. It's 1-0.
Each team has 4 hits. All the hits by the Crawdads have been of the singles variety. Shaggy Cantu had a 2-run home run for the Crabs, and that accounts for part of the 3-0 differential.
The 1-0. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. He showed bunt and takes a fastball right down the middle. 2-1. 2-1. It's hit over to first base. Tatum has it. Takes the bag on his own. And the Crawdads go in order in the top of the 5th. Crabs lead 3-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
New hurler on the mound for the Crawdads as we go into the home half of the 5th inning. Southpaw Lorenzo Gomez. Gomez picking up for McGrain Pledger, who gave up only 3 runs. The big blow, the 2-run home run by Shaggy Cantu in the 4th inning.
Yeah, the line on him just went away. I don't know what happened.
Well, he gave up 3 runs in 4 innings. All of them were earned. 4 hits.
Struck out 2, walked 2. So Lorenzo Gomez takes his warm-up pitches. It'll be Strom, Grubbs, and Critch for the Crabs.
Got a couple of groups picnicking with us on this Sunday afternoon. Out in right field, the Evans Mechanical Company having a barbecue. And out in the left field area, we have the Humboldt Area Peace Officers Association enjoying the afternoon, some goodies to eat, and some fine baseball. Halfway through, Crabs up 3-0. Here's the professor.
Here's Strom, has walked twice this afternoon. Garcia sets, and here comes the pitch. In the air, right field. Second baseman going out, right fielder coming in. It'll be the right fielder, Kaye, to put it away for out number 1. Here's Bronson Grubbs. Grubbs is 0 for 2.
Number 2, Bronson Grubbs.
Pitch to Grubbs, a fastball right down the middle for a called strike. The 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. Still no sun. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses high, 2-1. Not really much of an indication of the sun either.
Pleasant temperature. I imagine the fielders may prefer this.
The 2-1 is taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-2 now to Bronson Grubbs.
Don't have to deal with that sun in their eyes looking for the pop-ups.
I don't know. This is our typical summer weather for the Humboldt Coast. Overcast. 2-2 the count. And there's a fastball that rides high, 3-2.
Well, I think we've had more than our share of sunny days.
We've had a lot of sunny days this summer, yeah.
Been very nice.
Yesterday was 3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Ball 4 inside. 2. Oh, actually caught by a fan. Finally, somebody makes a catch out in the stands. A nice catch. Yeah. All right.
Robin Guyver asking for his phone number.
0-2 the count. And the next pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. Grubbs. Critch is gone. 2 away. He knew it too. He just turned and walked away.
That was a good pitch.
Here's McCarthy Tatum, 1 for 2. Grubbs still over at first. 2 outs now. Now I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to steal. Here's the pitch. Tatum takes a strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 line in the right field. The right fielder stopped, and now he's coming in, and he slides, and he's not going to get it. It's going to bounce off his glove. Error on the right fielder, Kaye. He misjudged it, and then as he tried to come in on it, he couldn't make the catch. So that'll be an error. First error of the game. And it puts runners on first and second with 2 outs for Connor Blair.
Liam was saying last night that he cannot recall an error-free ball game.
It was before I was doing the scoreboard. I know that.
I don't know. Yeah, if we've ever, yeah.
I mean,
It's pretty uncommon. Here's the pitch. And that one gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner to the plate, and he will score on the pass ball. Throw back to second, and the runner there is safe. 4-0 Crabs. Johnny Bloom couldn't hang on to it, and then he couldn't find it. And by the time he did locate it, Grubbs was in.
And Connor Blair did not move. And according to Don Hofacker, when we talked to him when he was up here in the booth, he has every right to hold his ground.
Yeah, why should he?
Now,
Yeah.
if he's going to move, he's got to get out of the way, but he didn't want to get out of the way.
That's right.
Because the ball was really between his feet.
So the Crabs gifted another run here in the bottom of the fifth inning on a pass ball and an error in a pass ball. Now the catcher's going to go out and have a word with Gomez.
Happy anniversary shout out to John and Cheryl from McKinleyville. Happy 29th anniversary, Lovebirds.
1-0 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fouled up against the screen. Gomez sets. Looks out at second. And deals. Fouled out of play.
Further question on that last play, because it was interesting. The ball goes between the legs of Connor Blair. The catcher walked around him, walked in front of him to get the ball, and then tried to make the tag unsuccessfully on the runner coming home. Did the catcher have the right to just blast Blair out of the way to get the ball?
I don't know.
I'll ask Hofacker that.
1-2 the count. I don't think so. Here's the pitch. Ground ball out to second. Best has it. Throws to first. And that'll end the inning. But the Crabs get a run on no hits. There was an error and a runner left. And at the end of 5, they lead 4-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
All right. You know, just minutes from both the Pacific Ocean and rugged mountains, Blue Lake Casino and Hotel offers affordable, spacious rooms with views of the gorgeous Mad River Valley and pristine forests filled with coastal redwoods. Take a dip in our outdoor heated swimming pool or outdoor hot tub. It's open year-round from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call toll-free 877-BLC-2-WIN or visit us at BlueLakeCasino.com.
Marco Castillo to lead it off for the Crawdads here in the top of the 6th inning with the Crabs up 4-0. Najee Bush's first pitch is outside with a fastball. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses high and inside, 2-0. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Crawdads. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. 4 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Here's the 2-1. Fouled out of play. Two and two to count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball in on the hands. He fouls it up against the. It trickles up against the backstop. G brush. Here's Nick Simmons. He's 0 for 2.
That's for 6 innings. All right, bottom of the 6th. Here's Benjamin.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You're pitching.
I'm up.
Yeah, you're still calling the game.
1-0 the count to Gone Gibson. Wesley is 0 for 2 this afternoon. Crabs up 4-0, bottom of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. Gomez, the change, and he's out in front of it. 1-1 now. Just count. The 1-1 fastball rides high and outside. 2-1. The 2-1 misses inside. 3-1. One is high. So Gone Gibson walks to lead off the bottom of the 6th. And came around on Cantu's home run. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 is fouled up against the backstop. 0-2 now, the count to Otis Statham. Chagi Cantu on deck. Oh, and to the count. Here's the pitch. This is down and away, 1-2. The 1-2 is outside. 2-2 now to Statham. Here's the 2-2 to Statham. High in the air to left field. Fairly deep but playable. The left fielder going back near the warning track, and he has it for out number 1. Gone Gibson will return to first base. And with 1 out, here's Chagi Cantu. 1 for 2 with the home run that gave the Crabs a 4-0 lead back in the 4th inning. Runner has a short lead over at first. Here's the pitch. In the he has the coolest shoes on the Crabs.
You like those greenies?
Those green shoes are cool. Here's the 0-1, and there's a fastball on the outside corner, 0-2. The 0-2 is high. 1-2 the count. And the pitch. Fouled out on the F Street. So still the count is 1-2, with Gone Gibson over at first and 1 out, and the Crabs leading 4-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Gomez sets and deals. Swing and a miss. Got him. That's the second strikeout for Gomez. Now with 2 away, here's Jackson O'Boy. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Fastball is high, 1-0. The 1-0 in there for a strike at the knees, 1-1. The 1-1. It's in there for a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. 1-2 now to O'Boy. Gone Gibson still over at first. Thought he might be going at some point, but he has resolutely stayed over there. 1-2 the count. Foul tipped off his foot. So the count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Jackson O'Boy, with Wesley Gone Gibson over at first.
He's stolen 4 on the season, Benjamin, and been caught twice.
Okay, so that would explain it.
Yeah. Not one of the speedsters.
1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. In the air to right field near the line. That could be trouble. The right fielder giving chase, and he can't get to it. It falls past him. That was not well played. The runner's coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's a dead duck. Yeah.
So the
nice play though by a poor play on catching the fly ball, but a great throw from Mateo Calle to nail Gone Gibson trying to score, and that'll end the inning. For the Crabs, they get no runs on a hit. There were no errors and 1 left, and at the end of 6, they lead 4-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Took a long run by the right fielder.
I see Krusty coming into the park.
All right. Always a good omen. 1-1 the count to Rigo. Nelson at second with nobody out here in the top of the seventh. Breaking ball and a beauty for a called strike 2. One and two to Rigo. From the set. A look back at second. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Strikeout number 6 for Andrew. One away. Nelson at second base. Here's Johnny Bloom, who is singled and grounded out short to first. Big right-handed hitting catcher.
Presty kind of moving quickly through the park today, kind of not really stopping to chat. That was weird to just push that kid aside like he was.
No, now he's high clawing the president of the Crabs. There's a pitch a little low. 1-0. You know, he can only stay out of water for about 20 minutes. That's why
he's in a hurry, whatever he's up,
He's not at the park that long.
You know.
He goes back to his tank. 1-0 to Bloom. And the pitch. High pop-up foul out of play. 1-1 to Gianna Bloom. We now have some action in the Crabs bullpen. Right-hander beginning to toss out there.
There's also a right-hander in the Crawdads bullpen.
There is indeed. And he's thrown a little harder.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike now to Bloom. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the seventh. Crabs up 4-0. Shows bunt and takes a strike. So Bloom thinking about at least crossing up the Crabs, but he was unable to get the bunt down. So now count 1-2 to Gianni Bloom. The 1-2. That's hit in the air to short center or short right field. Coming in and making the catch is Connor Blair. Not nearly deep enough for any advance by Nelson at second base, and there are 2 down. So a soft flare to right, 2 gone, and that'll bring up Tyler Best. Best an infield single in 2 trips. Tyler 2 for 10 on the series. He has started each of the ball games at second base. Right-handed hitter versus the right-hander Andrew Najee Brush. That pitch is way lunging for that pitch. Andrew Najee Brush, back foot on the rubber. Comes to the rack. No runs, 1 infield hit, no errors, 1. All right, that's baseball's national anthem. Huh? Take me out to the ball game. It'll be the top of the order for the Crabs in the 7th inning. They'll be facing the left-handed reliever, Lorenzo Gomez. Crabs took the lead in the very first inning. An RBI single by Connor Blair drove home Kellen Strom, and they were up 1-0. And then with 2 outs in the 4th inning, Otis Statham was hit by a pitch, and Shaggy Cantu hit one over the left field wall to make it 3-0. The Crabs added 1 gift run in the 5th, so it's 4-0 here as we go in to the top of the 8th inning, or bottom of the 7th inning. And the first pitch is a strike to Kellen Strom. Kellen 0 for 1. He has walked twice. He has stolen a base. He's gotten picked off. He's 0 for 1 officially. Kellen takes the pitch in and down, and the count 1-1. Strom will be followed by Bronson Grubbs and Jackson Critch. Lorenzo Gomez working exclusively from the stretch. The 1-1 to Kellen. He tries to check his swing. It's a called strike 2 on the outside corner. 1-2. There, Krusty's back now. The 1-2 pitch now to Strom. Backs him off the plate. It's 2-2. Gomez comes home 2-2. High chopper down the third base line, going to be a very tough play. Third baseman's throw to first is not going to be nearly in time. Strom with good wheels beats it out. An infield single. And the Crabs have the leadoff batter aboard. And here is Bronson Grubbs.
Now batting number 2, Bronson Grubbs.
Bronson 0 for 2 officially. He scored a run in the 5th inning after walking. And the pitch, way outside with a fastball. 1-0. So the heart of the order here for the Crabs, trying to extend their 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch backs him off the plate. Grubbs leans away from a hard one inside, and it's 2-0. Gomez at the set. The pitch to Grubbs. Misses outside, 3-0. Folks moving around out in the bullpen for the Crawdads, but no one throwing as of yet. The 3-0 pitch taken high, ball 4. So an infield single and a walk, and the table is set now for the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Jackson Critch, McCarthy Tatum, and Connor Blair. Critch 1 for 3 on the afternoon. And the pitch to Jackson. He takes a fastball just a bit high, 1-0. Critch, 21 runs batted in on the year. Man in the on-deck area. McCarthy Tatum has 22. And the batter following that, Connor Blair, with an RBI today, leads the club now with 23. Talk about murderer's row, 3, 4, and 5. 1-0 now to Jackson Critch. Crab runners take their leads at first and second. The pitch from Gomez in there for a call, strike 1. One and one to Gomez. Or excuse me, to Critch. Gomez at the set. Looks back at second. Jackson Critch. The pitch. High and outside, 3-1. 3-1 the count to Critch. On the infield, it's going to be the pitcher, the third baseman. Tatum 1 for 3 on the afternoon. The pitch to McCarthy. A line drive right to the shortstop. He throws back to first base in time for the double play. So a 6-3 DP ends the Crab threat in the 7th inning. No runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 7 complete, it's the Crabs 4 and the Crawdads nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball. KGOE 1480, Arcadia, Eureka. We got, where's that other one?
What do we got?
The one commercial we're missing. Is it, do you have it? Do I have it? I don't know where it is.
I think I have it. No, I don't have it.
Who's this pitching?
Green taking it 7-2-8-9-9-9.
36 Ryan Sullivan.
Okay.
Welcome back to the ballpark. New pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. It's number 36, Ryan Sullivan, in relief of Andrew Najib Brush. And if Hoke will hand me the stats there, I can tell you something about Andrew Sullivan's performance so far. Andrew Sullivan. Ryan Sullivan, sorry. 8 2/3 innings pitched. 10 hits, 11 runs are all earned. He's walked 9, struck out 6. So a little bit of a struggle so far this season for Andrew Sullivan. He will face Kaye, Williams, and Castillo for the Crawdads, with the Crabs leading 4-0. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Crawdads. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Crabs. All right, so Ryan Sullivan finishes his warm-up pitches, and we're ready to go here in the top of the 8th inning. Mateo Kaye is 0 for 2 this afternoon. And the first pitch from Sullivan hits him right square in the back. Ouch. That was not a curveball either. So, not a good way to start the inning. First pitch, right square in the back. So runner on first now, nobody out. Here's Williams. Miles Williams is 0 for 2. Sullivan sets and deals right down the middle with a fastball. It's 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. Here's the 1-1, grounded slowly out to short. Contu tosses the second for 1, back to first. It's a 6-4-3 double play. We'll go back to the top of the order. Here's Castillo. He's 1 for 3. And the pitch. Foul tipped up against the backstop. 0-1. We have a right-hander warming in the pen for the Crawdads. 0-1 the count. And the next pitch is slider away, 1-1. Looked like a slider. The 1-1 is hit high in the air, foul, wide of first base. Tatum in foul territory has it for out number 3, and that will end the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 7.5, Crabs up 4-0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Hey, Benjamin, tonight, Crabs Corner at 6 o'clock on Channel 3. They've got interviews with Crabs players and coaches. They got the inside on what's been happening in this Crabs winning streak. And, of course, there's an opportunity to answer a trivia question and win a couple of tickets to Crabs ball games. That's tonight at 6 o'clock and every Sunday on Channel 3 KIEM.
We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crawdads, number 57, Sean McCourt.
McCourt, Sean, right-hander. He'll be facing Connor Blair, Wesley Gone Gibson, and Otis Statham. No runs, 5 hits, a pair of errors for the Crawdads. For the Crabs, 4 runs, 6 hits, and they have played error-free baseball. I believe this is the first time we've seen Sean McCourt in any capacity during the series. Big right-hander. Connor Blair, a single in 3 trips as he picked up his team-leading 23rd run batted in. Right-hander versus right-hander. McCourt gets the sign from Gianni Bloom. Rocks into the wind, and his first pitch of the ball game is hit high and foul and out of play, strike 1. That went all the way off over the wall. Quite a bit of carry, but it was well out in front. It was a foul ball off the bat. McCourt's ready, and his 0-1 pitch misses inside, 1-1. Unlike a majority of relievers, McCourt coming in and throwing from the windup. A lot of relievers just start with the throwing out of the stretch. The next pitch, again, way out in front, high foul ball fly. He got jammed a bit on that pitch. So it's 1-2 to Connor Blair. McCourt's ready. The 1-2. Breaking ball is hit hard but foul down the left field line. So we'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. Blair's 1-2 pitch. Misses high and outside, 2-2. We got tomorrow off. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, the San Leandro Ports come into town. The 2-2 pitch. Catcher drops the ball, but no, he got a piece of it. No, he didn't. He's out. All right.
Hard to tell, yeah.
1 down. Here's Gone Gibson. Wesley looking for his first base hit of the afternoon. He struck out, popped out, and drew a base on balls. He was cut down at the plate on a fine throw from right fielder Mateo Calle on the base hit by Jackson O'Boy. Wesley fouls the first pitch back onto the screen for strike 1. If you're looking ahead to the Crawdads' 9th inning, they'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to go against Crabs reliever Ryan Sullivan. The 0-1 to God Gibson. Wesley hits it a long way to left field. It's going, it's foul. Over the wall, but foul. And unlike the ball that Blair hit that was well foul, this one was close. couple of feet the other direction. And Wesley God Gibson puts both hands on his head and says, oh, I came so close. 0-2 the count to Wesley. McCourt breathes a sigh of relief now. He's ahead 0-2. The pitch. Fastball just a bit inside, 1-2.
Dylan came, pitching the Crawdads. His mom came out earlier this week, I think, and said.
McCourt reads Bloom, rocks into the wind, and the pitch. It's liced into center field for a base hit. Solid single up the middle by Wesley Gone Gibson. That's the 7th base hit of the ball game for the Crabs. And it'll bring up Otis Statham. Otis doesn't have any base hits, but he does have a hit. He was plunked by a pitch back in the 4th inning and came around to score on Shaggy Cantu's 2-run home run. That's the biggest blow of the ball game. At the stretch, the pitch to Otis hits it high in the air to center, but it's going to stay in the park. Center fielder draws a beat on it, and Williams puts it away for the second out. So Statham, first pitch.
He was
hitting,
reaching for it a little bit.
Yeah, yep. It was a little bit on the outside part of the plate, and that limited the distance of the ball. Here's Shaggy Cantu. He's 1 for 3. The one was a big one. That 2-run home run in the 4th inning. Gone Gibson at first. Slow curveball, and Shaggy fouls it off the plate. And the count, no balls and 1 strike.
Well, Oakland won again today. You know, they have a better record than the Cleveland Indians now.
Is that right?
They would be, yeah, they beat Cleveland today. They would be in first place if they were in the
every other
American League Central.
Every other team in the Central is like 10 games under 500.
Yeah.
I mean, really pitiful.
Meanwhile, the Giants are tied at 3.
They need to win today. From the set, the 0-1 to Cantu. Shaggy takes it inside, and it goes to the backstop. I think that's a pass ball, isn't it? Or do you call it a wild pitch? It was off the glove of the catcher.
I think it's a pass ball. I thought it hit him for a second, though.
So Gone Gibson moves into scoring position on the pass ball. The count is a ball and a strike on Shaggy Cantu. There are 2 outs here in the Crabs' 8th. They lead 4-0. One and one to Shaggy. McCourt, a glance back at second, comes to the plate, and Cantu takes it outside. And low, a good block by Gianni Bloom, and the count now 2-1. 2-1 to Shaggy Cantu. Gone Gibson takes his lead at second. The pitch, way outside, 3-1. Three and 1 to Cantu. And the pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. That'll bring up Jackson O'Boy. And it looks like we got a new pitcher coming in. That's going to be it for Sean McCourt. He did not last very long. And we got a new pitcher coming in, a right-hander, and we'll get you some information on him as it becomes available.
Oh, look, it's Jeff Tamarja. 58.
Ben Witten.
All right.
Ben Witten.
Witten?
Witten. W-H-I-T-T-E-N. Ben Witten.
Witten, the 4th pitcher employed by the Crawdads. He comes in with 2 on and 2 gone in the 8th inning for the Crabs. And he may face only one batter if you can get him out. Crabs unlikely to be batting in the ninth unless the Crawdads can rally for at least 4 runs. Benjamin, I think we have one more ad to do, don't we?
Yeah, Solutions for Small Businesses provides bookkeeping and accounting support to small business owners, including full service payroll processing. They're at the Greenway Building at 8th and N in Arcata, open 10 to 3 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. For more information, you can call them at 267-7923 or visit Solutions4, that's the number 4, sb.com. That's Solutions, the number 4, sb.com. I guess it's the numeral 4, though, really, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's the numeral 4.
Numeral. Crabgrass Band entertaining the crowd as Ben Witten, the big right-hander, takes his warm-up pitches. Gordon Johnson says that's it for that song. So Jackson O'Boy will be coming up. Gon Gibson standing at second base. Shaggy Cantu, who just drew the free pass, is at first. There are 2 gone. The Crabs leading 4-0. Oh boy, right-handed hitter. Right-hander versus right-hander. Witten looks into Bloom for the sign. Comes to the rest. The pitch. Inside corner for a called strike 1. Oh, and 1 to O'Boy. Witten at the set. The pitch. In the dirt, a good block by Bloom. No advance, and the count even at 1. Well, we waited in vain for the sun to make an appearance this afternoon and just did not do it. Overcast but pleasant.
I don't want to wait in vain for the sun's love.
What do you want?
You're missing the Joe. It's a Bob Marley song.
Oh, I'm sorry. Line drive into center field. Center fielder in his tracks. Williams makes the catch for the 3rd out. For the Crabs in the 8th inning, no runs, a hit, no errors, 2 left. And at the end of 8 complete, the score is the Crabs 4 and the Crawdads nothing. You listen to Crabs Baseball, KGOE 1480 Arcadia, Eureka.
All right, we're back. Top of the 9th inning. It'll be Simmons, Peretti, and Nelson. Last shot for the Crawdads, trailing 4-0. No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Crawdads. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Ryan Sullivan out for the 9th inning. Simmons today is 0 for 3.
All right. Ryan Sullivan out for his 2nd inning of work behind Andrew Najib Brush. Brush on the way to his 3rd victory of the season. If Sullivan can keep the Crawdads at bay. Simmons looking for his first hit of the afternoon. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Simmons has flown out, struck out, and grounded out. Fastball on the outside corner. The count even at 1. Dante Perfetti on deck.
Peretti, I believe it's Peretti.
Peretti on deck. The count, 2 balls and a strike to Nick Simmons. Sullivan is set, and the next pitch is fouled off to the right and out of play.
Let's play Mario Kart when we get home.
No runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Crawdads. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Crabs. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off it and had Simmons out in front. 1 down in the 9th. And that'll bring up Dante Peretti. Grounded out short to first in his only at bat this evening. He came in for Abelardo Paz. First pitch, a breaking ball for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch, just outside, 1-1. I think. Yes, 1-1. The next pitch from Sullivan, just a bit inside, 2-1. Sullivan working from the stretch. The 2-1 pitch jammed him, and he fouls it back onto the screen. The
Good
count
fastball,
even at 2.
High and inside.
Yeah, he really hit him in on the hands. Didn't do anything with that pitch. It's 2-2. Two-two, misses wide with a fastball, and the count goes full. Cleanup hitter Josh Nelson on deck. The 3-2 from Ryan Sullivan. High pop-up foul out of play. Three and 2 to Peretti. Again, Sullivan's payoff pitch, grounded foul. Bat boy hustles some balls out to the home plate umpire, Michael Cowan. Home plate umpire, Michael Cowan, he umpires with a smile. He's always got a grin. He's a happy guy. That's nice to see. 3 and 2 the count again. Here we go. Fastball away. So Peretti waits him out and draws a free pass. And that'll bring up Josh Nelson. Nelson 2 for 3, both singles, both of the infield variety. Big right-handed hitter, long and lean, tall guy, not a lot of bulk. Sullivan's pitch to him. It's low for a ball, 1-0. Crabs would love to end this with a sparkling double play and preserve the shutout for Andrew Najib Brush.
They have 2 already today.
In there for a called strike, just above the belt on the outer portion of the plate, and the count is even now to a Nelson. Sullivan at the set. The pitch. Strike 2 called, outside corner, and it's 0-2. I thought it was 1-2. 0-2? All right, must be. No balls and 2 strikes to Josh Nelson. Modest lead at first by Peretti. They're down by 4. He doesn't want to get picked off. That one misses away, low and away.
We have seen that this season. Somebody picked off to make the final out of the game.
Yeah, that's nice. Unless it's us.
Yeah. Yeah.
The 1-2. Oh, I do remember that. Ground ball up the middle. The second baseman's got it. Flips to short for 1. The relay to first,
All
and
right.
that's the ball game. So indeed, a crisp double play brings it to an end as the Crabs preserve the shutout by Andrew Najib Brush with 2 innings of shutout relief by Ryan Sullivan. The final score in the ball game for the Crabs: 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors to win it. For the Crawdads, no runs and 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. So the Crabs sweep the 3-game series and see their record soar to 21 wins against only 6 losses. What do you think, Benjamin?
Great pitching by Andrew Najib Brush. We'll be looking forward to the Ports Tuesday and Wednesday night. Me and Liam will be here bringing you all the action.
Should be a good pair of ball games. And then next weekend, the Pacific Union Financial Capitalists, the Puff Caps, in for what could be a really fine weekend series. That'll do it from the ballpark this afternoon. The Crabs win it 4-0. Thanks for listening. For my broadcasting buddy, the Professor Benjamin Schaefer, I'm Hoke Holcomb, and we're rounding third and heading for home. All right. Let's get rid of all this stuff.
All right. Good job.
All right, amigo.